What one president does with an executive order could just be undone by the next president with an executive order. For example, the 1964 Civil Rights Act, Title VII, requires non-discrimination on the basis of sex. In 2021, the Biden administration issued an executive order requiring federal agencies to reinterpret Title VII to include not just discrimination on the basis of sex, but on the basis of gender identity and sexual orientation. This actually followed on a similar executive order from 2014 from President Obama that required non-discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity in the civilian federal workforce. What all of this meant was that everything from housing to education to employment to, yes, sports and prisons and passports, there could be no discrimination on the basis of gender identity. What one president did, the next can just undo. And that's, in fact, what Trump did on day one of his new term. He rescinded Biden's executive order and instead issued a litany of new executive orders, doing things like requiring a recognition of sex at birth only to biological sexes, prohibiting trans women from women's prisons and detention centers, and prohibiting federal funding for gender-affirming care for those under the age of 19. And he can totally do this. Though the rush of executive orders from the Trump administration is fairly unprecedented, the use of executive orders by presidents to pursue policies they want, to govern and to kind of get around Congress is not new. And we should be careful because governance by executive orders is inherently unstable.